Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining me and thank you for your continued support. So I'm not talking about the DWP today, so you can rest easy, but I am talking about a article that I read which is disturbing in some ways, and also just shows, I think, how some companies just do not consider disability. And you may have read this this article yourself, but I'll put a link to it in the description to this video, and I'll show you the picture of it here. But essentially, a woman and her husband. The woman is disabled; she's in a wheelchair. They decide to travel on train, and it's the first time they travelled on a train for a while. They decide to try and book a seat near a disability accessible toilet, which the trains have. It cost them about £500 for this ticket to get on this train. And when they eventually got on the train, they found that this disabled toilet, was broken. It was out of order because the door wasn't working. So it meant that this woman had to stay on this train without access to the toilet for the entirety of her journey, obviously making it very difficult for her and also for her husband, who was her carer. And they mentioned this to the staff, who apparently weren't very helpful in terms of trying to sort out the situation. And they have now, of course, been contacted by the newspaper, or by the train company has been contacted by the newspaper, who have issued an apology and also refunded their tickets and offered them free travel if they want to travel again. Now, I often wonder about these situations when it comes to things like this, about how do companies, or how should companies deal with a situation like this? I mean, obviously toilets can break down at any point. During a journey they could break down at any point. But surely, or at least I would hope, that there would be a way where they could look at the people who have booked tickets on that train and say, right, this person has booked a ticket on this train because they're disabled. They booked it near a disability toilet. That toilet's not working, so what can we do to support them, to help them? Perhaps move them to another carriage which has another disabled toilet in it, or offer a different train or something like that, or do something to try and sort this situation out. Because as far as I'm concerned, it's a basic human right that you have access to a toilet, isn't it? I mean, I know a lot of places don't have access to toilets for public, but I think it shows to me how little some companies think about disabled people. I mean, for even people who aren't disabled, it would be an inconvenience, but they can always walk through the carriages to another toilet, whereas this lady couldn't because she was in a wheelchair. And I think they said the nearest toilet to them was like 4 or 5 carriages down, or something like that. So it makes me wonder how companies think so little sometimes of disabled people, in terms of how things that they do impact the lives of people who are disabled. And it really is, it just completely bewildered me, the fact that this, not only did this happen, but the fact that people on the train, or people who were responsible for the train, were very unhelpful. I mean, if there was, I mean, this is me personally, if there was another disabled toilet on the train, get to the next station, hold up the train, take the lady off the train and take her down to the other toilet, the other carriage. That would seem to be the obvious answer for me, if there's space, of course, down there, or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, that would be the obvious thing for me. Didn't seem to happen. So anyway, I just thought I'd mention this to you, get your thoughts on this. Have you experienced this yourself? Have you experienced a company being thoroughly unhelpful when it comes to accessibility? Things like that. I would love to hear your thoughts on this, and let me know down in the comments what you think, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, before I go, don't forget, I'm on my other channel, which is Daily Chat with Steve. I'm going to be talking about the gangs situation and about a vote that happened in the House of Commons. So if you want to catch that video, head over there. I'll leave a link to the description in it again, and you can take a look at that. So I'll see you next time.